Alright guys, this is Cole with the Brantford Exchange, back again, another really simple video. We always like to keep it real simple on this channel, short, sweet, to the point videos. That way you guys can, blow through them and get something out of them, and, hopefully it lines up with your schedule a little bit. But today we're just going to break down market cap and why market cap's important, and what type of, because market cap is broke down into different type of categories, and basically what categories of market cap me and Jordan like to trade in. So basically, just to start off, market cap is defined as market price multiplied by market price multiplied by shares outstanding, or outstanding shares, which basically just means you take the price of the current price of the stock for Cron. For example, this is, I'm gonna call it $8. It's approximately $8.06, whatever. I'm gonna call it $8, and then you would multiply that by the number of outstanding shares. I don't know how many shares outstanding Cron has. Let's call it a million. So basically, you do 8 times a million is going to be 8 million. That gives you a market cap of $8 million on Cron. Now, of course, market cap is always fluctuating because the price of the stock, at least during trading hours, is always going to be fluctuating. So your market cap is going to be fluctuating as well. Not to say that the shares outstanding can't change, because the number of shares that are being offered for whatever company it is, that can change too. I mean, that can change with splits, that can change with reverse splits if the company wants to add shares, or if they want to buy back shares. That number can change too, but that's going to change less frequently than just the price. The price is obviously always going to be changing. I mean, at least during market hours. I mean, every minute you're going to see the price change. So that being said, market cap is always going to be changing too. Me and Jordan like to trade in, because there's different. So basically, the top caps are going to be your mega cap stocks and your large cap, which are your blue chip stocks. Basically, your Apple, your Amazon, your Microsoft, the stocks that make up the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is going to be your top 30 blue chip stocks. But we don't trade in those because those tend to be those have pretty I won't say stable market caps, although they kind of do, because the price is pretty stable. On those blue chip stocks. They grow and they fall, or they grow and they shrink at a slower rate most of the time, as compared to the rest of the stocks, because then you get into, there's mid cap and then there's small cap. That's usually where me and Jordan like to trade, basically for two reasons. That being, there's potential to grow. There's a lot of potential for whatever company that is, to grow and to obviously make more profits and rise up in the ranks, through large cap and mega cap. And then also, it's not as risky as trading something like micro or nano cap stocks, which are going to be like your pink sheets. Nano cap is defined as any stock that has or any company that has a market cap of lower than $50 million, would be basically a penny stock. That's going to be your nano cap stocks, and those are just risky in the sense that the company isn't dealing with a whole lot of capital. So if they were to, let's just say, for example, a nano cap company were to try, and start a new business venture on the side, or try and do something with their company that's going to, let's say, cost $10 million. Well, if that ends up not working out and that $10 million went to waste, well, that's at the very least 1/5 of that company's entire capital. That's all that, that's 1/5 of their entire money at the very least with a nano cap stock. So I mean, that being said, that same 10 million, if a company were to try that, a large cap company were to try that, that $10 million isn't as important, and their stock wouldn't, it wouldn't take as big of a blow or as big of a hit if that didn't work out for them. Whereas it would be a much bigger deal in a smaller cap company. Me and Jordan like to sit right in the middle, like I said, so that you don't have that risk there where an insignificant amount of money could possibly make or break the stock, or it's not, you're not in the mega and large cap where the growth rate is just a little bit slower than the other caps. So we like to stay right in the middle, right there in mid and small. That gives you room for potential to grow, but also mitigate some of the risk. That being said, that's basically, trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, market cap is really simple, and we like to keep these videos as simple as possible for you guys, because we know it gets confusing, and we don't want to, as the simpler the better. So, but that's basically it. Market cap is just market price times the shares outstanding, and that'll give you market cap. It's just a better way to look, because a lot of new traders will look at something like, let's just say, Cron, for example, and they'll see, oh, it's only $8 a share, because those shares are so cheap. Then a lot of new traders might think that company's not performing well, or their revenues aren't that high. You know, that's not, you can't really look at it like that, because the price, the market price is not a good way to determine the true value of the company. I mean, you would have to look at you know, those shares, the price of those shares, but how many shares are there, and then that would give you a more accurate representation of what the company is worth. You know, obviously, because like I said, you know, say it was $8, and then say they had 1 million shares out there, well, that means that the actual market valuation of Kronos Group would be $8 million, you know, not $8. So that's why it's important. Again, really simple stuff. So I hope this video has been helpful to, you know, somebody, you know, anybody who maybe didn't understand this. If you have any questions, as always, you can just leave them below, and all the links, you know, to our Twitter, our Discord are going to be in the description. Join that Discord if you haven't already. That's where our community of traders works together towards, you know, basically gives our stock call outs. We give advice, and we basically just fact check each other and make sure that what we're doing is, you know, productive, and we're all working towards becoming, you know, more of profitable traders. So that's all going to be in the description. Make sure to like, subscribe if you can, if you know you found it helpful at all. If there's any criticism, leave that too. We're happy, we're open to that. So yeah, but that's basically it for market cap. Like I said, I mean, really simple stuff, but it's important to understand, so that's why this video got made. And I'll see you guys in the next one, as always.